Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back to our Lego room. In today's video, we're going to take a tour around the Lego room, see the current state of all the different projects that we have on the go. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, some work travel, lots of stuff going on, but we're actually at the beginning here of a 3-day weekend where I don't have anything scheduled to do. So it's shocking and so exciting. It's going to be really nice to have a good stretch of time to work on projects here in the Lego room and hopefully get things ready for the next wave of orders that we have coming in. Lots of Bricklink orders coming in. We've got another Trix Bricks order. Looking to continue making progress on the under table layout. We've got a show coming up in about a month and a half that we're going to be displaying at. So lots of stuff on the go, but excited to show you guys around the room here and talk about some of the things that we're going to be working on. So let's dive in and get started. First off, wanted to quickly highlight an awesome kit that I picked up a couple of copies for from Glenn Holland. It's for his AAR 53-foot 6-inch flat car. The kit contains 438 pieces and includes what looks to be some really nice printed pieces as well. Really nice. Looking forward to building this. I picked up 2 of the kit, so should be really nice. Couple additional cars for around our layout. So expect a video on that soon. I think they should be a great addition to the collection and always a big fan of Glenn's work. So really nice to be able to pick up this particular kit. So one project that I have in mind for this weekend that I'd like to tackle is organizing the display area that's kind of turned into a bit of a storage area here at the end of the Lego room on the one side. You can see it's right beside where all of our Acro Mills containers are. Really nice shelves here. I love the fact that we can display stuff, but like I said, with all the different projects we've been doing and things moving around, this has become kind of a storage holding area at the moment. So one of the first things that I'd like to do is tidy up our Brick Mini collection that we've got over here. We've covered these on the channel before. Love their figures and their different builds that they have. Got some projects in mind for these, but I haven't been able to get around to them. So what I'm looking to do is to store all of the figures in a nice way with some of the previous Brick Mini figures that we have as well. And then I'd also like to go through and get these different little kits built so that we can have them not only on display, but I think they will generate some ideas for the slightly bigger display area I want to set up eventually with these. When it comes to storing the figures and getting those all sorted out nicely, I picked up some nice containers from Home Depot. These are anvil containers. I will review them on the channel later once we put these through their paces with storing the Brick Mini figures and maybe a few other things depending on, how things kind of lay out in here and how much space we end up having. But looking forward to trying out these containers. Come in a number of different sizes and, some great little small compartments in there. So I think it should be a great way to store all of these little figures in a way that'll be easy to access them later. The other big thing going on over here, you can see we've got a lot of parts containers that are out and about and several train cars, locomotives that haven't been fixed up and readied for the use around the layout. So would really like to get a handle on this area here. We are in the process of ordering a lot of different parts for the under table layout, some of the other locomotives we're working on building, and some of the projects we have for our upcoming show that we're displaying at. So really want to get a handle on all the parts that we have and what we still need to order. So we're trying to get these all sorted out, organized, and back into the Acro Mills drawers on the wall, so that we've got a good handle on parts there, and so that we can open this space back up. This is supposed to be what will ultimately be the display area for our Lego stadiums and the Lego Coliseum. So it'll be nice to get a handle on this again so that we can get going on those builds for displaying there. And once this middle shelf is all cleared out here, my goal for that is to have the Titanic and possibly the Endurance builds on display here. Two really cool ships, but big. They're going to take a lot of room to display, and I think this could be a fun spot to have them. Not sure ultimately what's going to live on the top here. The Winter Village buildings are going to be going away as they move down onto the lower layout. So decisions ahead on what we'd like to have on display for the next little while up here. But I think it'll be really nice to be able to kind of get this particular portion of the Lego room back under control and usable again for the different projects that we have in mind. Now, one of the big projects that I've been working on over the last while is bringing the lower layout to life. Really happy with how this is working out. Loving the wood-based sort of structure that we have built underneath all of the track and the Mills modules that you can see here. Work has been moving ahead here. Most of my work so far has been around putting together the literal hundreds of Mills modules that I need for this project. So you can see lots of base plates underway here, just getting things set to the point where we can start putting all of these Mills modules underneath the track and underneath the various places around the lower layout that need them, so that we can, hopefully in the near future get to the point where we are able to run trains around the entirety of this lower layout. So lots of work going on there and lots of work ahead. It's using an enormous amount of parts, as you might expect. I'll show you guys some of how things are looking from the other side over there in a moment, but that is ongoing, and we've got another Trix Bricks order coming in as well with some more key track components that will go into building out this lower layout. So more ahead there, and we'll take a look at the other side of the lower layout in just a moment. But this is a big thing at the moment. Lots of parts coming in, track coming in for this. So expect to see a lot more around this particular part of our layout here in the Lego room. And, like I said, looking forward to being able to run all of the trains down here. I am going to go in chunks. We'll get sections of this together. Probably makes sense to get the outer part of the Winter Village loop all on Mills and ready to go, so that we can run trains there, and then we'll kind of start to fan out and move around the rest of the lower layout. But that's one of the big things at the moment that's driving sort of part orders and obviously, like I said, some additional track orders there for the different components that we want to have make up this part of the layout. Also, a whole bunch of panels coming in as we look to sort of tidy up, polish up the bridges there, and look at adding a couple more bridge track areas there. So really excited with how this is going here. And it's going to be really cool as we start to be able to run trains underneath the main layout here on this lower layout. And a quick look, you can see over here more Mills modules on the go, all around the different corners here. We've got a ton of Lego base plates ready to go for the straightaway section back here. Lots and lots of work, lots and lots of parts to put this all together, but really excited about how this is progressing and the potential for how this should, look when it's all finished, and the potential for running even more trains around the layouts here in the Lego room. As I mentioned, lots of part orders coming in. We've got a number of parts up here that'll be going into the Mills modules. Lots of 4x8 plate. Picked up some 4x4 plate as well for spots that are going to be underneath buildings. We've got a whole bunch of 2x4 bricks. We've got 2x8 plates for using with the track and getting the ballast done on the track. So lots and lots of parts coming in for that. One of the first projects for the weekend, though, is going to be getting the main tabletop layout back into working order. With all of the upper ceiling layout work and the under table layout work, we've got a lot of stuff stacked around the track modules here. We've got things that are still in disrepair from previous shows that I would like to get fixed up and integrated back into the layout. Lots of things to do here to just, tidy things up, get them back in working order, which will be fun. It's always amazing to be able to run trains around this. It'll be good to put some of our trains through their paces again on the main layout here. But that'll also enable us to, like I said, start fixing some things up and getting some new modules ready for the upcoming train show that we're displaying at. With the work here around the layout, I've also picked up a few more lighting kits. Would like to continue with extending the lighting around the main layout here. And, we've started to get light not only in the city part there, but also in the train yard industrial area. Would like to extend some of that lighting over to this edge of the layout here as well, so we can have sort of nice pockets of light around the entire layout. We have the lighting kit here in the room for the Eiffel Tower. Really need to finish that project off as well. So lots of work to be done here on the main layout, but like I said, first thing is going to be to get the track all back together, make sure everything's clear and ready for trains to be running again. Really looking forward to that. We've got a lot of awesome locomotives and train cars, so it'll be really cool to put everything through its paces, get things ready for taking out to the train show, and also making sure that just everything that we have here is back in working and usable order. But really happy with this part of the layout, and I think it's going to be fun to start working on some projects here again. As I mentioned, we've been working on the ceiling and lower layouts around the Lego room. Been really happy with how the upper ceiling layout has been performing and working, and I think we're at a point for the next test with this part of the track in the Lego room here. I would like to get the Union Pacific up there, put it through its paces, and really see how that track is going to perform for us. Nice to have the standard Lego trains running up there. It's been nice to have the Brickmania trolley running up there, but really curious and excited to see the Union Pacific train up in action there and see if there's any more tweaks we need to make to that part of our track here in the Lego room. So that's something that you can expect to see soon too. And then the other big thing for this weekend is just going to be really to build and organize. Things have gotten quite chaotic down here with all the layout work. We've got a lot of parts and sets that are just kind of all over the place. So really want to get things in order there. We've got a couple more of the Bricker Builds characters that we're going to be building and putting together for our display area over there. We've got some new IKEA storage containers that I think are going to be useful around the layout. And then, you know, like I said, just a lot of parts to get sorted away, sets to build. You know, it should be ultimately a fun weekend, and you can expect a number of videos coming out over the next few weeks highlighting some of the projects and progress that we're making down here. Always fun to, you know, in the lead up to displaying at shows, it's nice to get things all ready to go in working order, sort of get everything kind of planned out and ready to go. So looking forward to that as we pull everything together here. And looking forward for kind of the end of winter. Winter's always a crazy time. It's nice to get back into the spring, summer convention time of year again, and becomes a bit easier to work on projects down here in the Lego room as well. So lots of fun stuff ahead. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.